Right now, am I audible or not? Not getting any response. Am I audible or not, guys? Not getting. Yeah, I think. Am I audible now? It might be my voice is a little bit low, but no problem. So as I like what let me cover what I have covered now. So basically we are talking about the security and how we can secure our servers and what the security means in actual real world. So security is nothing. What I say, it's just securing your infrastructure but just removing unwanted access and unwanted open ports and unwanted services so from the outside. So it's like you are opening only that rules which you want to go outside, and you are opening that rules which is you want to come from the outside. And it's not only from the outside, we can also mention the some specific source of that. So it's nothing like you can say, for example, if I say you for example, you have your operating system, and in the operating system you have some servers, and there you are running some application, and you have the firewall there. So in the firewall, in the operating system, you have for example, you are running two servers. One is the database server, and second one is the our web server. So web server is running like some Nginx application are running, so it's using the port number 80, and our MySQL, which we have the database one, it will be use our this 3306 port number. So this kind of things we have here. So what actually mean, if we are disabling firewall, so what it will do, it will open all the ports and all the access, so anyone from the outside world or any source can come to our system on any port, and they can do whatever they want. So we don't want that thing, and that's why we can uh, like write the rule in our firewall, so only restrict uh, unwanted access. So for example, like if I am saying you are running not MySQL here, and you are running in the MySQL in the here, I am saying MySQL. So MySQL is server. So in the general, we don't want to anyone from the outside world can directly connect to our database. So they can modify and alter the data. They can manipulate. For just example, if I say right now we are using the platform YouTube. So we are using YouTube via our browser, via application. So we don't have the direct connection of the database. But if you see, you have login with your username. You have your username on the application. You have my channel name. So it's coming from some database, but we don't have the directly connection of the database. Our web app have the connection by the database. So what we can say here in our web server, we can give the access of port number 80 to outside world, and in our database we can say only give the access on the port number 3306 from the web server. So it's like now if you are having like you are trying to access from on the port number 3306, you will not able to access if you are not in the database server. So this how we can say how we can uh, like make our environment more secure. We have a lot of more things. As I one thing I have covered, you can disable your root account, so none of the user can go inside the root account and do whatever they want. You can restrict that, and you can create the another user by restricting like some commands which they can use, like a sudo. So how you can do that, I have already covered in the previous session. And apart from that, we have permissions for the files. We can mention the owner as the file group owner. We can give the read, write, and executable permissions to them. uh, that thing I have covered in the file management and file permission session. Also, there we have one more thing in the security. So for if I say in the OS level, there was one thing which we have. For example, let's assume you have a user uh, by SQL, and you have one user called HTTPD. So HTTPD our database, sorry, web server, and MySQL is the database. So once you are installing any software, it will create one user. Let's assume we are in the web server, we are storing some data. We are storing some data for our web app, and in the document root there was the default document root is slash www. Oh, it's slash where slash slash where slash it's I think www. No, I'm not thinking that. We can just quickly check. It's not a big deal. I'm just not able requiring for the dog root of HTTPD. Okay, yeah. Slash HTML. So we have this, and we want only web server can use this, not any other. So it's nothing like you have your database base having the access of this system, but you don't want anyone from the other user can access our this application. So how we can say, we can give the permission to our directory and files. So what any user can access that file, but what we can say that directory can give only access to that user. So it's like two way. We are giving first way permission, but in the second way we can set something. So it's like if you are saying you have the one, for example, you have a one black box and you have the authorizations to open it. So you are opening it, but the black box have the permission, like they have some way to authenticate, like you are the person, and then they will give you what you can do there. You can use restrict and what else. So it's like every program when we are running, so that program have the access to use any files and directories, and the files and directory are used by that program only. So it's the two way. So for this there was a NSA. It's like very much famous organization. NSA, they have created one security, and that's called SE Linux. So it's security enhanced Linux. In this, you can set the context. Context is like a just label on the process and the our files or port and services. You can set that label. So if all of your file services port have the same label and the correct label, they can access. So they have set up for the getting the content on this directory, you have some label. So if I can show you quickly, let me just put up my system. So sometimes we need to use the different document route. When we are changing it, we will get the error like you can't use this, you don't have permission here. So these are the things because of the SLAs. Some of the system they can like disable it, but it's not recommended. If you have the security, it's good to enable and use it. It will make your system more secure. So let me just open. I will show you this thing. Other than that, if I tell you in the security layer, you can disable and enable. There was is one command is set enforce. So set enforce will set the SELinux. If you are giving the 0 signal, it will disable it. If you are giving the 1, it will enable it. So when it's enabled, it will show. You can see it's enforcing disabling by the get enforce command. So there you will see enforcing and premises. If it's enforcing, that means it's enabled. If it's 0 disable, it will show permissive. So I think this is opened. Let me go the root. So if I show you cd ls -l /var www html, you will see this thing. This is the file, but here you have a one more flag called z. So with the z flag, you can see the context which is so it's see system root object. So it will is a system unit file. You can get its object file and this as well as this content.t. So it's like if you are changing it. So let's assume what we are doing. We are going in the /etc/httpd .conf /httpd.conf. See, we have this. It's listening on the port number 80, and here you will see this user server admin. Here you will see the document root. I am just changing it to // doc.html. Okay, and then what we are doing, cd ls -l. Sorry, I have logged accidentally as a shortcut. Just quickly check what's working. Well, perfect. So if I show you hyphen here and let me cd slash and we create that mkdir hyphen pv slash where slash talk slash html. So with this, so you can create the like file recursively. So it's like the p is like for the parent, so it will create the parent directory first, it create the child directory. So if you are creating multiple directories, one inside one side, so you can use this hyphen p flag. So we have created, and then slash where talk html, we are creating one index.html, and I am just giving some simple code h1 hello from future Techno India, and you can say h1 close. So we have to, and if we are changing anything in the configuration, what we have to do, we just have to restart systemctl restart httpd. If you see now the status, it might be failed. It's running. Okay. Let me just do curl localhost port 80. Sorry, it's localhost. You will not see the updated path. Why? Let me just go in the configuration file again. So sorry guys, there is a certain power cut. Because of that, my Wi-Fi got rebooted, and then I didn't able, I'm unable to. So because of that, I'm my I lost the connection, and I think now it's fine. Can anyone quickly confirm? No issues. Yeah. So what where we are? We are here, and if I show you ls hyphen al and then the slash var slash talk, it's capital Z, you will see we don't have any context here. So how we can add it? So you have one command called SEManage. If you say SEManage, and then here you can see I'm just doing SEManage, and then we have file context. Hyper. So like this way you can see, and if I show you man SEManage, so see SEManage context we have. Here you will see something like this. So with this, sorry, let me just copy again. So if you are seeing this the command, what it means, if you are seeing this uh, our bracket slash dot star and then bracket, of course, we call it like one pirate symbol here. What it means, it's like set the context in all the files which is inside and which will come in the future also. So it will already set, and when we are setting it, it will set. And now if you say this, what, okay, it's not coming up because we have just set it, and we have to restore our conf. And what we are doing, where doc. So if you see, it's like relabeled, relabeled, relabeled. You don't have to worry about the files inside here. So it will relabel all the files. I have some drop or what? Sorry about the network lag. And this how like you don't have to worry because of the this symbol. They have selected all this file. Otherwise, it will give only this line. So now, if you restart it, it will take some time. We can see the status of AOC. It's restarted. Let me just curl localhost colonity parts. Date. Let me just check in the file. I think I didn't mention. Again, slash etc slash httpd slash conf slash httpd conf 30. We have the document root here. Slash where slash talk. Okay, I think I have to keep the access here. Where slash talk. I don't think so. We have to get the access. Or just okay. Yeah, now we got. So if you see, we got this. But if you are removing this, you have removed this context, so you will not able to get it. Also, right now we are getting the port number 80. So if we are changing the port to 81, it will not work again. So you have to set the context on the port. So like the same way which we have set for the this our file context. So you can set for the port with the SEmanage command. We have used app context, but you can use the port. So this how you can set the SELinux and the enable and tell. So you can use the get enforce. You will see this enforcing, that means it's enable. You can set it by the set enforce 0 or 1. So I am not changing, I am just giving the one symbol, so it will make it as a default. Just have you can change if you want, otherwise it's not recommended also to disable any security. This is how you can set up your SELinux setup. And also we have in the cloud also we have multiple security things which we can do. So let me just quickly log in my AWS console. Sorry about my hairs. Let me just log in inside and just log in. So as I told, if you see, there is one DDoS and there is one WAF sealed kind of. So you can use web ACL and that thing, so it will help you to. Sorry guys. Wait, sorry guys. Yeah. So this is how uh, you can create a web, and it will cost you $5 hourly per month. per web ACL per month. So it's like hourly operator, and it will cost you $5 if you are applying for the 1 month. And this is a highly paid service, so you can, if you really need it, then you can enable. So it will protect your application on the DDoS attacks and that thing. You can mention the global threat and that thing. Also, you have a one service called advisor. Yeah, trust advisor. So what it will do, it will check your system. So it's like not recommended, action recommended. Upgrade your support plan to test advisor check. We will check your. So I think this is the upgraded one. So it's like I have clicked on the upgrade, and I think it will cost you a little bit, but no problem. I can check out that. So once it will upgrade, uh, so after that you can see there was some things how you can, it will uh, tell you like what's the recommendation you can do in your system. And so it will make your system more secure. Also in the IAM, you can also mention in the sign on if you want. So if you have more than one account, you can set up the SSO. And if you see here security recommendation for the IAM, it's that root user have the MP, I have my user have, and the root user have the no active keys access keys. So that means is you don't have the CLI access by the root, because with the CLI we are not able to see what is doing. We are running the command, we will get it. Also, we can create the alias here. So I can give the alias here, future Techno India. So it will create a one unique URL for us. Let me make a changes. So I can use this URL also. So anyone from, okay, what happened? Okay, it will again ask. Okay, so I am not the IAM user, I am the root user, so I have to talk in by this. If you are hitting on that URL, it will just log out to your application. But it's good, so you don't have to add like remember your account ID every time. You can use the name, and with this name you can see. And let me just open again. Also, they have a lot of recommendation. If you want, you can see. They will give you. Otherwise, like the basic things for the security, I have already done in my account. And once this advisor got like upgraded, my plan got upgraded, then I can show you here. So now it's like in the AWS supporting and things. So once it will done, I think it might be will upgrade it in 24 hours. So once it will upgrade, you can see the checks here. So this how you can more secure. There might be lot of more things which you can do, but these are the basic things which we can do in making our infrastructure more secure. And I will also recommend if you have any kind of small or big infrastructure, you can implement all the possible securities there. It's like if you are adding more security, it will make your work more complex, but it's good to have. So this is how you can implement. And if you have any doubt till here, you can ping us on our WhatsApp group and social media handles. I will try to help you as the possible ways as we can. And if you like this video, you can share with your known ones. And if you didn't hit the subscribe button, you can do the subscribes and hit the bell icon for more updates. Thanks, guys, for today. Bye.